back to the tent. I gain 10 hit points. I gain 10 mana points. And I'm back in the fight. Couldn't decide which track. That's the problem with this idea. I keep thinking, which track? Which track? I don't know. Let's get back to the Haunted Conservatory, because no! I have not had enough! You stumble into the rear part of the conservatory, which also serves as the spooky Raven Manor pet cemetery. You look around warily, but everything is quiet and still, until a skeletal monkey drops onto your head with a screech! What the hell? Who keeps monkeys as pets? It gets the jump on you. It jumps onto your shoulder and pokes your eye with a tiny bony finger. Well, I have spaghetti! You lose. God damn it. I really must stop losing now. Let's go back to the campground, rest in my tent. Oh, this isn't over yet. I'm back in the fight! Seaside Town. The right side of the tracks. The spooky Raven Manor. Let's go up the stairs this time, for I'm... Whoa! What the fuck? You start to ascend the staircase, but only get about halfway up before the stairs collapse, depositing you in a crumpled heap on the floor. Who left that crumpled heap there? Really? I love those jokes. Again, this was lost in the first recording, but in the tutorial, what I thought was fantastic was the tutorial said, I'm here to show you the ropes. And then he pointed at a pile of ropes. And I thought that was the single greatest line of dialogue I've ever seen in a game. That's not technically true, but it sounds good. Rest in my tent. I'm using an awfully large volume of adventure points. As you can see over here, adventures remaining 86. So let's try going elsewhere, because clearly the house is too much for my young bones of weariness. Back to the sleazy back alley. Back to where we're fighting a spider. Let's fire up that one. So that's kind of a victory, but also kind of battly. It spider bites you in the giblets. Man, get rid of spider. Again, feels like there's a word missing there somewhere. Man, get rid of spider. Anyway, use my skill, the spaghetti spear. I easily win the fight. Of course I do. It was a mere spider. Nothing I couldn't handle. Back to the sleazy alley. You get the jump. Use the spaghetti spear. I win. I didn't even need to do anything. Use the spaghetti spear. You conjure up a dart and beat down the rushing bum. If only I'd spotted it was a rushing bum, because the dialogue for the rushing bum is highly entertaining. Ah, there we go. That's convenient. Let's get back to some battle music. In the sleazy back alley, you were bum rushed by a rushing bum. Yikes. Use the skill. Beat him down. I get strengthliness. Adventure again once more. Oh no, that's not good. You're in the back alley with the spider. It spears you with a venomous fang. Fangs a lot. You're poisoned by the attack. Oh my god, hardly poisoned at all. You've been poisoned, but just a little. Mild annoyance courses through your veins. Greatest line ever. I beat him down, and I adventure once again. It's once more a spider. Spaghetti Spear defeats him. It is a completely different spider. In the sleazy back alley, you were attacked by a completely different spider than the big creepy spider that you may or may not have already been attacked by. Yikes. Step on spider. You get the jump. Use the Spaghetti Spear. You defeat it. Yay! Adventure once again! The half-drunk hobo! Use the spear! Critical hit! Holy shit, I did a lot of damage! Adventure again! Music! Use the skill! I win! Music! I'm winning too quickly. This is the problem. Right, back to the seaside town. back to the main map, I think. Back to the nearby plains. And now let's go to the Cobb's Knob, where we can get more battle music. You're fighting a sub-assistant knob mad scientist. You know how sometimes a mad scientist will have an assistant? Well, sometimes those assistants have assistants. And that's what this knob goblin is. He's got a few tricks up his sleeve though, so watch out. Use the skill of Basta. Knob goblin is defeated. You acquire some knob goblin pants. Are they better than my current pants? These are pants crafted by knob goblin seamstresses. I don't know if they're going to be better than my pants. I'll have to go to the inventory to find out what my pants currently are. Or trousers, as they are actually called. Old sweatpants gives me... I mean, it seems to say power 10. Don't really know... Power 25. Oh, the knob goblin pants are better. Let's turn the music off for now until we actually have a victory. Unless, of course, putting on your pants one leg at a time is in fact considered a victory. I suppose it depends on who you are. Maybe it is a victory. Anyway, this knob goblin is currently in training to be a chef. He proudly wields his set of neophyte tongs and whistles a happy cooking song as he prepares to beat you senseless. Spaghetti spear, go, I win the fight. You gain 7 meat. You gain 1 mysteriousness. You gain a mysticality point. You gain a level. Oh yeah, I am a level 2. Holy shit, I was not expecting that. I wonder if the council has anything to say. I think they do. Stop the music. God damn.
Ah, kind sir, we require your aid, adventurer. We need a mosquito larva. Don't ask why, because we won't tell you. In any case, the best place to find a mosquito larva is in the spooky forest, which is found in the distant woods. We'll mark it on your map for you.
The spooky forest in the distant woods. I have a new quest. Find a mosquito larva. Awesome. That's exactly the way I like to do things. The forest village. What could be in the forest village? The Bugbear Bakery, the Crackpot Mystic Shed, the Untinker's Cottage, and the Bounty Hunter's Shack. Or the Bounty Hunter's Shack. But first things first, go to the spooky forest. You're fighting a werewolf. You were attacked by a werewolf. A werewolf? A wolf. You can't pronounce it, but you can certainly lay the smackdown upon it proper. He gets the jump on you. He gnaws on you with his sharp teeth. My, Werewolf, what big teeth you is having. Spaghetti spear! Booyah! That one. You conjure up a start of spaghetti. You win the fight. That's not quite the tune. It's got a slightly variant on the usual. You gain a mysteriousness. Adventure once more. You're fighting a bar! You're attacked by a bar. Yep, I reckon there's a lot of bar in these woods. Boy howdy. It gets the jump on you. The bar tries to show you his tender side, but he's never heard of a tender bar. Or a bartender. Really? Really? You call it a bar? You make it look like a bear, but you call it a bar? Fine joke there. Wow. Just wow. All I've got to say to that is... You lose 1 hit point. Use the spaghetti spear. I dealt 2 damage, but once more. He bit me. But I win the fight. That weren't so bad. You gain a roguishness, and I've got very little health, so I think I will go back to the main map and back to the camping ground and rest in my tent. It may require... Oh, hello. What's this? Extra dialogue. You lie down on the floor and rest. You gain the usual. You have an incredibly vivid dream in which you're a butterfly, flitting about in the breeze. When you wake up, you aren't quite sure whether you're an adventurer that dreamt of being a butterfly, or a butterfly that's dreaming of being an adventurer. You do feel an overwhelming urge to pollinate something, though. Pollinate what, I wonder? And what do you consider as pollen? And how do you consider I should... Let's stop this, right now. In the midst and the mists of the spooky forest, you encounter a Trifid. I think a Trifid deserves naught but this sort of music. Horrifying ambulatory plant. That's not quite the tune again. Oh man. One of these days I'll actually do the tune of something I'm singing. You'll probably need an ambulance after it's done. It gets the jump on you. The Trifid shoots out its tongue like a bandage and hits you in the eye. You wish you could still see, so you could see red. Use the spaghetti spear. You conjure up a dart of spaghetti. The Trifid gets wrapped up in its own vines and its own story and falls on its face thing. Use the spaghetti spear. The Trifid tries to wrap you in one of its tendrils, but you trick it into wrapping around tendrils instead. You conjure up a dart of spaghetti and you win the fight! You gain 1 strongness and 1 wizardliness. Adventure once again, 'cause I'm looking for a mosquito lover. I don't know where one of them is. Okay, this is a spooky vampire. He wants to suck your blood! Here's a terrifying apparition, even though he talks like a cross between Arnold Schwarzenegger and Count Chocula. Use the spaghetti spear. Everything always wins with a spaghetti spear. Because we just did. You gain 1 chutzpah. I'm guessing that's Moxie-based again? I may be freaking wrong. Adventure again! And fighting a Trifid. It's the same dialogue about tendrils. Use the spaghetti spear. The Trifid shoots out its tongue like a appendage and hits you in the eye. Oh, I've already read that one once before, so we won't bother. Use the skill. I wish I could see red. Deal more damage. I win the fight. Yes, I gain 2 magicalness. Adventure again, for we are still looking for this thing that I require. Whoops, wrong button, but never mind. I tell you what, I should really be controlling that. I should control the off and on of the music, perhaps. Or the off, at the very least, with my keyboard, because it can do such magical things. You managed to get quite a ways into the forest without running into any of those spooky monsters. With a sigh of relief, you pause to catch your breath and look around, trying to figure out what to do with this newfound freedom. Your interest is piqued when you notice an old overgrown road leading off into the woods. Your soul is soothed when you hear the bubbling of a stream from somewhere nearby, and your sense of foreboding begins to tingle as you notice a dark thicket of trees on a nearby hillside. It's not the darkest hillside thicket you've ever seen, but it's definitely one of the darker. Which way will you go? Maybe you ought to look for that mosquito larva the council wants. You think back to everything you know about mosquitoes. They're annoying. They spread disease. They lay eggs in water. I think then, if I am after this mosquito, I will explore the stream, for that is a body of water. You follow your ears to the bubbling stream. You dip your feet in the cool water and survey your surroundings. Downstream from where you're sitting, the area opens into a marshy expanse. You're normally pretty mellow about marshes. Oh! Stop! Game! Stop! They're so bad! But something about this one seems sort of harsh. Oh, it's not a marshmallow, it's a harshmallow. Or a mellow of harshes. Or a marsh harsh. It's a harsh marsh. It's a harsh marsh barsh. Upstream you spot a dark opening leading into the bank of the stream. It looks like it's just big enough for you to squeeze into, if you're in the mood to squeeze into something right about now. I don't know. Squeeze in the cave? You wriggle into the cave, and just inside the entrance you find the body of the famed explorer Chester Meatpot. After carefully checking for booty traps, you rifle through his wallet. Looks like they called him Meatpot for a reason. A reason other than the fact that it was his name. In addition to the meat, you also find a strange coin. So I gained lots of meat and a tree-hold coin. This is an ancient irregularly shaped coin with 3 tree-shaped holes cut out of it. It's either part of some elaborate puzzle or the work of some very, very strange vandal. Super, it's a quest item. I will have to adventure again though, for I could not find the mosquito larva. As you stalk, or more likely are stalked, through the spooky forest, a breeze picks up. Gradually it grows stronger, shaking the trees and blowing whirlwinds of dead leaves about you. Soon it is howling through the tree branches, and the noise takes an eerie quality that sets your spine on edge, as though the wind itself were trying to speak to you, in words you can't understand, in a voice you can't quite make out. After a moment the wind passes, leaving you feeling a bit spooked. You gain 30 magicalness. You gain some mysticality points. Wow, loads then, because I'm well on my way to getting to level 3. That's spectacular news.